I know my parents have planned for me, planned for my college, planned for my marriage, right? That is second, like two generation thinking, right?
Saki, that's a very valid point. So, for example, say any parents, they have responsibility till certain point of time.
Right.
कि मैं अच्छे से खुद रहूँ, मेरी रिटायरमेंट अच्छे से रहे, मैं अपने बच्चों को काबिल बनाऊँ, उनको बसाऊँ, तो चाहे मैरिज हो, चाहे एडुकेशन हो, एक्सेट्रा. बट आफ्टर दैट दे हैव देयर ओन लाइफ एंड देन दे हैव
True.
देयर ओन जनरेशन.
But यहाँ पे the parents have to care till the very end.
So that is why this topic is much more important for the parents with special needs.
Hi there, and welcome to the India Autism Center podcast. I am so glad that you're tuning in here today because we will be discussing something extremely critical, which is financial planning for parents of children with special needs. And to help us unpack this, we have Mr. Pankaj Gupta, who's the Chief Investment Officer at Ratnabali Group. Pankaj is the best person to do this because he has 20 years of experience in the field of fund management, investment strategies, and financial planning analysis. With numerous accolades during his tenure at SBI and L&T Mutual Fund, we are so grateful to have Pankaj here with us today. Thank you so much, Pankaj to join us here. I know this has been, something that the team and I, we've been discussing to have you, and we weren't sure that you would be able to make time for this. So thank you, really.
Thank you, Saki. Thank you, Saki, for inviting me. And I think this is a very, very important topic which you have chosen.
Yeah.
So we find a lot of informations, literatures, and podcasts regarding the financial planning. But somehow this topic of planning for parents with special needs, there is not much literature available. I'm not sure people are shy, they are not open to discuss it in public forum. But yes, I think that this is far more needed than what is.
Than general. Yeah, I completely agree with you. And to give the audience some context, um, Pankaj is actually, so like I mentioned, from Ratnabali Group, and Ratnabali Group is one of the principal donors of India Autism Center. So thank you for investing in the impact that we hope to try to create. And I hope that with the start of this podcast, we will make an impact in countless families who are listening to this podcast.
It's my pleasure and privilege to be a part of this
Thank
podcast.
you. So I'm going to start with my first question, which is the basics, which is how can parents of children with special needs assess their financial condition before they take the first step? And if you can take me through what is financial planning exactly?
Uh, Sakit, this is very relevant. And see, one thing is that we need to understand that financial planning for a general parents is planning for their retirement or planning for their own generations.
Okay.
But when we are talking about the financial planning for parents with special need, they need to plan their financial plan for two generations
Okay.
during their lifetime, their retirement, and even after that, they have to plan for their children.
Hmm.
Because I'm not sure how many of these special need children will be able to take care of their own finances.
Yeah.
So that's why it is very, very important. Say in any financial plan, it has to be very, very personalized. And in order to have the financial plan, the first and foremost point which needs to be considered is to assess what is actually their financial needs.
Okay.
So, financial needs will be dependent upon one's own standard of living, their income, expenses, etc. Plus, also some of their aspirations and some of their needs. So, one has to first assess and write down what is the financial requirement across various stages of life: short term, medium term, and long term. So, In the short term, your daily expenses, maybe if the parents with special needs, he may need some medical consultations, some assisted living,
Therapies.
some therapies,
Yeah.
etc. That needs to be looked into. Say for medium to long term, of course, one needs to see their expenses, their retirement,
Okay.
and also maybe the lifelong care for the special needs, maybe their housing facilities,
Right.
etc. After that to take care of. And while assessing the needs, one needs to also consider one point is inflation. What are we spending? It will not be the same.
Hmm.
So there are typically three kind of inflation. One is a normal inflation,
Okay.
the second one is a lifestyle inflation, and the third one in this particular case would be medical inflation. So we are not touching upon the aspects of lifestyle inflation because it will depend upon their own worth. But we need to look into the normal inflations and medical inflations. Medical inflations are generally higher than the normal inflations.
Okay.
So, one thing about this financial plan is that the parents of the special children, they might not have the power to make their life fair, but at least they should financially plan for themselves and their children's so as to make their life easy and joyful.
Right. No, I completely agree with you. Um, आपने एक चीज बोला about two generation planning. Can you just give? I think this is the first time the audience is. I mean, the viewers must be hearing about this. Can you just give me some insight as to what exactly this two generation planning is, and just a little more explanation on that?
See, for example, if I take my my case itself, okay.
Yeah.
So one thing is that I have a earning life,
Okay.
and post that there would be retirement. So I need to plan for my retirement, and hopefully the second generations will take care of their own path. They would be self independent and all. So in any person's life, okay, there are two phases of life. One is when he is earning, what we call it as a earning phase or a accumulation phase,
Hmm.
okay, where he will earn and where his income will be more than the expenses, so he would be a net savers. So during his earning phase, he will be building the corpus by investing their savings. And after the retirement, or when his physical earning life is over, say after 55, after 60, after 65, depending upon the professions,
Right.
then the corpus which he has built,
Hmm.
that has to be consumed. So that phase gets into a consumption phase or a withdrawal phase, where whatever your savings and investments returns which you have accumulated, you get uh, to consume that over the rest of your life.
Right.
So
Yeah.
one is a accumulation phase and
Yeah.
the other one is a consumption phase. In special needs,
Hmm.
okay, I believe that the children are very very special,
Hmm.
and they can do what you and me can't do.
Right.
They are good at one thing, they are very good at particular thing, but they may not be uh, say fully equipped to have the social life or the financial life,
Correct.
etc.
Correct.
So when I'm talking about the two generations, we need to plan for us and also plan for the children
Hmm.
after us.
Got it. But I have one question here. Okay. And this might be going a little off topic. So let's say if I know my parents have planned for me, planned for my college, planned for my marriage, right? So that does that come into that is second, like two generation thinking, right?
Saki, that's a very valid point. So, for example, say any parents, they have responsibility till certain point of time
Right.
कि मैं अच्छे से खुद रहूं, मेरी रिटायरमेंट अच्छे से रहे, मैं अपने बच्चों को काबिल बनाऊं,
Correct.
उनको बसाऊं. तो चाहे मैरिज हो, चाहे एडुकेशन हो, एक्सेट्रा, बट आफ्टर दैट दे हैव देयर ओन लाइफ एंड देन दे हैव
True.
देयर ओन जनरेशन.
But यहाँ पे the parents have to care till the very end.
Very end.
Got it. Yeah.
So that is why this topic is much more important for the parents with special needs.
Which actually brings me to my second question, which is why is creating a financial plan so essential for families with children with special needs? Matlab, why do they need it more than maybe everyone needs it, but why do they need it more? And if you can just elaborate on the importance of this for the audience, please.
See, one thing also we need to see that, so there are initiatives which is being taken by government, okay, for the special needs child also.
Yeah.
But fortunately or unfortunately, this is the entire system is not up to the mark. I'll just give you an example.
Hmm.
A normal person can have their health insurance, can have their life insurance. Every institutions, every insurance companies do it.
Hmm.
But in India, there are only a handful of companies, insurance companies, which are taking care of the health needs, mediclaim needs, or life need for a special children,
Yeah, barely.
and that too with a lot of restriction.
Hmm.
Okay, so that is why you need a lot more emphasis on the financial plan
Planning.
than a normal case.
And so the idea is that अगर इंश्योरेंस नहीं हो इसलिए फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग करना चाहिए, like is that the reason why people do financial planning, or is that's not a reason, right? Like, in the sense, if I have an insurance, that does that mean that I don't have to do any financial
No, no.
planning?
So I'm just say insurance is just kind of protection. Actually, it's not a plan.
Yeah.
What I'm just saying is that in normal cases, there is a continuous flow of income. So when you are there is a continuous inflow. And in India, we also have a concept of a joint family.
Hmm.
At some point of time, the elder generations passed the baton of the business or the financials to the next generations.
Right.
Then it is their duty to earn, manage the business, go for a salary kind of job, etc., and then
Understood.
take care of themselves and the parents. With parents of special needs, they are very good in vocation,
Yeah.
but they may not be going and willing to do business or job.
Yeah. No,
So that income security has to be planned by the
the
parents.
parents, correct. So, the something about the insurance that I want to just touch upon. You're so right कि बहुत ही कम. I तो in fact have not found any companies that do it. And today, just this morning, we were having a conversation with a therapist who said कि finding parents हम लोग के पास आते नहीं है because there's no one, we are too expensive, and there's no insurance company that is going to cover our costs. So as a result, the child's progress also gets delayed. And the reason that that happens is mainly because they've not created a financial plan on how to go about supporting their child in, like you mentioned, a short term, a medium term, a long term structure. So can you help us in understanding how should parents design this step-by-step financial plan? And what are the key financial planning steps for families looking to secure their child's future?
So excellent. So once we have discussed the topic of identifications of needs
Hmm.
in financial terms, then we have discussed about the bucketing of our short term, long term, and medium term needs, and also willingness to create the financial plan. The
Yeah.
next obvious question is that how do we plan?
Go about it.
So in very simple terms, अगर मैं देखूं, अगर अब मुझे मेरी फाइनेंशियल नीड्स क्लियर है, तो मुझे उसको पूरा करने के लिए मुझे उसको कहीं न कहीं इन्वेस्ट या कोई ना कोई एसेट्स में इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा। तो बहुत ही सिंपल टर्म में देयर आर एक्चुअली 4 काइंड्स ऑफ एसेट्स।
Okay.
वन इज़ लिक्विड एसेट,
And वो क्या होता है exactly?
Liquid assets is they, as the name suggests, they are the most liquid assets. उसमें क्या होता है कि आपकी जो immediate requirement है, ये जो आपका emergency needs है, maybe between 3 to 12 months of your expenses, you should park that amount which you need for 3 to 12 months in a liquid fund. And as the name suggests, this can be like a normal bank savings account, current account. It may be a cash, physical cash lying with you. It may be a liquid fund. तो इसमें क्या होता है, ये लिक्विड एसेट्स में आपका रिस्क सबसे लीस्ट होता है, रिटर्न भी आपका इसमें बहुत कम होता है. It will hardly cover your inflation. But these liquid assets are very short term, only to cover your immediate expenses and emergency needs.
Got it.
So that is a liquid assets.
Yeah.
The second assets which comes is income assets. When I say income assets, इस एसेट से आपका नॉर्मल रिकरिंग इनकम आता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आप बैंक एफडी में डालते हो और वो अगर बैंक एफडी आपको 7% 8% रिटर्न देता है, आपने 1 लाख रुपए डाला है तो हर साल 7,000 8,000 रुपए मिलेंगे. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ एसेट्स विल गिव यू अ रिकरिंग इनकम, बट इसमें आपका कोई एप्रिसिएशन नहीं
नहीं.
होता. तो इस एसेट्स क्लास में जैसे आपका बैंक एफडी आएगा, आपके बॉन्ड्स आएंगे, गवर्नमेंट या कॉर्पोरेट बॉन्ड आएंगे, आपके इसमें डेट फंड्स आएंगे. तो इसमें क्या है कि इसमें आपका जो रिटर्न है वो आपको इन्फ्लेशन से थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा मिलता है. इसमें रिस्क लिक्विड फंड से थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा होता है, बट ग्रोथ एसेट जो अपने बात करेंगे उससे काफ़ी कम होता है. जनरली क्या होता है कि जब आप जो अपने ने बात किया था एक्यूमुलेशन फेज, तो एक्यूमुलेशन फेज में तो मेरी इनकम ऑलरेडी बिजनेस से या मेरी सैलरी आ रही है,
Yeah.
उसमें आई मे नॉट बी नीडिंग दी रिकरिंग इनकम. बट वंस आई रिटायर और आई डोंट हैव एनी सोर्स ऑफ इनकम,
Income. Yeah.
then
That.
I need regular income. So that for that purpose it is income assets. The third asset class is growth assets. So as the name suggests, these growth assets are ideally for very long term investments, maybe more than 5 year 10 years. इसमें क्या होता है कि आपकी रेगुलर इनकम नहीं आती. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आप इक्विटी में इन्वेस्ट करते हो, इक्विटी म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्ट करते हो, गोल्ड में इन्वेस्ट करते हो, रियल स्टेट में इन्वेस्ट करते हो. आप इसमें इन्वेस्ट मेनली कैपिटल एप्रिसिएशन या ग्रोथ के लिए करते हो. ये अलग बात है कि यू कैन हैव अ स्मॉल, very small income by the way of dividend, by way of rental yield, etc. But that is not the motive. The motive is to grow their assets at a much faster pace.
Right.
So in this, आपका रिस्क एलिमेंट भी ज़्यादा होता है, इसमें वोलाटाइल है, और रिटर्न एक्सपेक्टेशंस भी ओवर अ लॉन्गर पीरियड it expects to be much higher than the inflations and much higher than the asset class. So that is a, so अपने जो accumulation phase है, इसमें अपने को तो अपने फ्यूचर्स के लिए कॉर्पस बनाना है. So these are ideally suited where I have a steady stream of income, where my income is much higher than the savings. So I build a corpus for long term. And the last one is a protection asset. I will not call it a protection asset, but maybe a protection expenses.
Okay.
In this, it is like a pure term life, pure health insurance, where for my protection, whether for my life or whether for my health, I pay a premium and it helps me to take care of any unforeseen
Events.
events.
Got it. In all of these assets, is it like ऐसा कोई formula है कि like 30% इतना होना चाहिए, 20% इतना होना चाहिए, 40% इतना होना चाहिए? Is there like some sort of a formula? The reason that I'm asking this is that with parents who have children with special needs, there are many unforeseen, many like unimaginable, unpredictable situations, and most of the children with special needs have comorbidities. अगर किसी को एस्थमा हो या एपिलेप्सी हो या ऐसा कुछ हो, in such situations, what is your advice to parents in terms of how they should diversify what kind of assets they should have?
So, Saki, this is very subjective. So,
Okay.
first is that any unforeseen events in terms of health and etc. For that, we have a health and medical.
Hmm.
we always have to have say 6 months to 1 year of our expenses in liquid fund. Now, liquid assets. In this, say people will say that there is a formula of say 100 minus your age.
Hmm.
कि अगर आपका 20 years एज है तो you invest 80% in equity, 20% is debt. But this is very, very subjective because it will not only depends upon
I
your
think I've
age.
never heard of that formula. That's interesting.
Okay, for example, if you are 20,
Huh.
100 minus 20, 80 you invest in equity, the bet
80% in equity.
20 in debt.
Okay.
If you age, for example, when you go to 50,
Huh.
then 50 in equity, 50 in debt. When you go to 70 years, you invest 70% in debt and
But
30%
you
in
don't believe
equity.
in this equation.
No, I'm saying that this is very why I'm saying that this is very subjective because this will depend upon your lifestyle. This will depend upon how much assets you only own. For example, if a person who have a asset of say 2 crores and a person who have a asset of say 200 crores, this formula may not work. Okay, but I can only say that when you are earning, when you are in accumulation phase, a majority of the portion should go to growth assets. And when you are in a consumption phase or when you do not have a source of income, then your asset allocation should be tilted towards income assets. So the proportion of your growth assets
Hmm.
should be inversely proportional to your age. Whether it is 20, 30, 40, that is very, very subjective.
Got it. Which now that we're talking about age, I have a few scenarios, for example, for us to elaborate on this conversation. How should the approach to financial planning differ from parents in their 30s to that in their 40s to that in their 50s who are focused on retirement or estate planning for their child?
Uh, say, I think this is the most important topic which we
Yeah.
should address it. See, ideally, for any person, whether it is for a normal person or parents or a parents with special need, ideally the start of your financing planning should be yesterday. Okay, but the sooner you
Thank
start,
you. I needed that reminder.
so
It's just, I needed to hear that.
so the dilemma is that everybody knows it
Yeah.
in their subconscious, but when it comes to acting, people tends to procrastinate or delay.
Why do you think that is? Why?
This is a normal human tendency.
But like, क्या चीज को लेके? Like, कल हो जाएगा, नहीं करना है. Like what?
Say by nature, people tends to be slightly lazy.
Hmm.
हो जाएगा तो क्या होता है कि जो अर्जेंट नीड होती है ना, फॉर एग्जांपल मैं बता रहा हूँ, ऐसे अपने सोचते नहीं है, बट अगर अपने कोई नियर एंड डियर वन रिलेटिव्स के यहाँ कुछ अनफोर्सिन इंस्टेंसेस आ जाता है,
Hmm.
उसके बाद जब अपने वापस आते हैं तो अपने को बोलते हैं कि मेरे को तो आज ही खोलना है, बट देन वी अगेन फॉरगेट.
Yeah. True.
So that is the tendency. So I'll give you a simple analogy. Say I am a fan of cricket.
Hmm.
आपसे वनडे मैच खेल रहे हो, 50 ओवर का आप मैच खेल रहे हो, ओके, और आपका एक टारगेट है. अगर आपने शुरू में धीरे धीरे खेला, आपने बचाया नहीं, तो आपको उतने ही रन्स
Hmm.
बचे हुए ओवर्स में बनाने पड़ेंगे. देन यू वुड हैव प्रेशर, देन यू वुड हैव एडिशनल पेन टू डू इट.
Yeah.
अगर आप शुरू से ही आप अगर वो रन रेट मेंटेन कर रहे हो, सो द पेन or the sacrifices which you need to make in your elder years, तो आपको वो उतनी मारामारी नहीं रहेगी. तो अगर आप स्लो एंड स्टेडी हो तो आप एक नॉर्मल अमाउंट से भी कर सकते हो, लेकिन अगर आपको 10-20 ओवर के बाद, 25 ओवर के बाद, अब आपने तो आराम से खेला है और उसके बाद बोला है कि मुझे ये करना है, तो देन यू नीड अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ स्ट्रेच. सो आई गिव एन एग्जांपल. जैसे आपने बोला कि सपोज वी टेक एन एग्जांपल
Hmm.
ऑफ अ 30-year-old पेरेंट.
Yeah.
Okay, suppose he is starting as of now. तो मैं एज्यूम करता हूँ कि हिज रिटायरमेंट एज इज 60. तो 30 से 60 साल तक वो कमाएगा, उसका एक्यूमुलेशन फेज है, अर्निंग फेज है. और सपोज 60 से 90 साल उसका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन फेज या कंजम्पशन फेज होगा. एक नॉर्मल अपने बोलते हैं कि एक मिडिल क्लास फैमिली का अपार्ट फ्रॉम हाउस, उसका सपोज वी कैन से दैट हिज as you are taking an assumption that
Hmm.
his annual expenses is say 6 lakhs or say 50,000 rupees per month.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Now, how do we plan for this? This is just like a case study or examples. तो अगर किसी का 50,000 रुपया खर्चा है महीने का, 6 लाख रुपया साल का, सो हर साल खर्चे बढ़ेंगे. There would be an inflation. Say we assume an inflation of say 6%. Correct?
Hmm.
Now, अगर मैं ये देखूं कि आज अगर 6 लाख रुपए का खर्चा है 30 साल में, तो जब वो 60 साल होगा, तो यही 6 लाख रुपए का खर्चा लगभग 35 लाख रुपए पर एनम होगा, विच इज से रफली 3 लाख रुपीस पर मंथ.
Wow.
बट आप ये नंबर से घबराइए मत, दिस इज जस्ट अ
Eh,
नंबर.
हाँ.
द ब्यूटी इज दैट द अर्निंग और द अर्निंग ऑन द सेविंग्स और द एप्रिसिएशन ऑफ द सेविंग्स इज जनरली हायर देन द इन्फ्लेशन.
Okay.
तो आपने ने केस किया क्या 30 से 60,
Accumulation.
60 से 90 डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन
Yeah.
कंजम्पशन. आज 6 लाख रुपए का आपका 35 लाख रुपया हो गया.
Hmm.
अब आप क्या करो, हमने फिर कैलकुलेट किया, बैकवर्ड कैलकुलेट कि मेरे
Do we
को
have data on this one?
या
Okay, great. Hmm.
सो अगर मैं ये देखूं कि अगर वो 35 लाख रुपए मेरे को 60 साल से 90 साल तक चाहिए, वो भी अपना इन्फ्लेशन के लिए करने का. अगर मेरी अर्निंग बंद हो जाए तो 60 साल के बाद मेरे को करीबन 6 करोड़ 10 लाख रुपए चाहिएंगे टू टेक केयर ऑफ माई कंजम्पशन फेज ऑफ 35 lakhs रुपीज ऑफ एनुअल एक्सपेंसेस विद 6% इन्फ्लेशन. तो अब वो 6 करोड़ रुपए जो 60 साल के बाद मेरे को कॉर्पस चाहिए,
Hmm.
उसके लिए मैं क्या प्लान करूं? You would be surprised that if that person starts investing from the age of 30 years and he do a systematic and a disciplined investments of every month, he just required 2.5 lakhs rupees per year.
Wow.
अगर वो 21,000 रुपए
Save करे.
सेव करे हर मंथ, और फॉर एग्जांपल हमने इसमें एक एजम्पशंस लिया है कि इंडिया में मार्केट जो निफ्टी या सेंसेक्स है ओवर अ लॉन्गर पीरियड दे हैव गिवन अ रिटर्न ऑफ से 13.5%. तो अगर मैं ये बोलूँ कि अगर वो 21,000 रुपये
Market से डालें.
12% के हिसाब से अगर वो इन्वेस्ट करें, तो ये 21,000 रुपये पर मंथ फॉर 30 ईयर्स विल गिव हिम अ कॉर्पस ऑफ 6 करोड़ 10 lakhs, and that 6 crores 10 lakhs will take care of your 35 lakhs rupees of annual expenses at 6% inflation in next 30 years.
years.
तो इसमें हमारा 3 assumptions है. इन्फ्लेशन 6%, 30 से 60 साल आपका इंटरेस्ट एट
Accumulation.
12%, और 60 साल के बाद सपोज वो उतना एग्रेसिव नहीं होगा, तो सपोज ही टेक्स अ मिक्स ऑफ 50% डेट 50% इक्विटी, तो उस समय सपोज वो सिर्फ 10% ही इंटरेस्ट कमाता है. तो अपने को नंबर्स बड़ी बड़ी लिखते हैं 30 लाख 35
Hmm.
लाख 6 करोड़, बट अगर आप अपने उसको तोड़ेंगे
Hmm.
तो आपको 20,000 25,000 रुपया करना पड़ता है. अब इसमें ये देखिए, जो मैं क्रिकेट की एनालॉजी दे रहा था,
Hmm.
अगर वो 30 साल में स्टार्ट करता है तो उसको सिर्फ 21,000 चाहिए. अगर वो 40 साल
साल
में
से
स्टार्ट
start.
करता है
हाँ.
तो उसका एक्यूमुलेशन फेज ओनली 40 से 60 होगा.
20 years.
तो उसको 21,000 नहीं बल्कि 40,000 रुपया इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा. और यही अगर वो
50
30 की जगह 20 करे तो उसको 21,000 नहीं मे बी 12,000 रुपये इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा. सो दैट इज अ पावर ऑफ
Compound.
कंपाउंडिंग, पावर ऑफ डिसिप्लिन, power of growth assets, and power of financial plan.
Wow, thank you so much. I have a question in this. So, जैसे if it's a parent who is in their 30s and they have a child that is 2 years old, okay, and with again children with special needs, आपको नहीं पता कि क्या requirements आ सकते हैं, right? Like I know that till maybe 18 years I will have them in a special school. उसके बाद I'll probably try for a vocational training, but मुझे therapies लगातार चाहिए होंगे. तो how do you again आपने कुछ बोला था of bucketization, like how does that come into this? Like how do you financially plan when you're not sure what else can come your way?
So in this case, you may first assess the buckets for you and also for the buckets of your child,
Okay.
and then you combined it based upon the time horizon and then assess your financial need. See, what you are saying is that, say, life is full of uncertainties. Again, I'll give you an example of a cricket,
Hmm.
this time test match. Okay, फर्स्ट इनिंग हो गई, सेकेंड इनिंग हो गई, you know they scored that you are by leading by this one or trailing is that, जो थर्ड बैटिंग करता है उसको एक टारगेट देना पड़ता है without knowing that how much runs will be scored in the fourth inning.
True.
तो इसमें क्या होता है, जनरली जो भी थर्ड बैटिंग करता है he follow a process which is slightly more conservative, कि मैं उतना बनाऊं कि उसके अंडर मैं फोर्थ इनिंग को आउट कर दूं. इट मे बी कि आप 300 रन स्कोर करके सामने वाला हो सकता है कि 100 रन में इससे मर जाए या फोर्थ इनिंग में वो 300 पार भी कर ले. सो लाइफ इज ऑल्सो लाइक दैट बिकॉज एवरीथिंग इज नॉट इन आवर ओन कंट्रोल. सो द ओनली थिंग आई कैन से इज दैट while planning we
Mhm.
need to be certain conservative. और हमेशा ये है कि अपने अगर ज़्यादा सेव कर लें, ऑफ कोर्स विदाउट मच sacrifice on your current consumptions, one has to be conservative in that.
Conservative in the sense?
That if for example in the example if I say that आपको 6 करोड़ का कॉर्पस लगेगा assuming 90 years,
हाँ.
तो अपने उसमें क्या बोलते हैं कि हो सकता है कि 6 की जगह क्या मैं 7 कर दूं या 8 कर दूं, बिकॉज क्या तो हो सकता है मेरी लाइफ स्पेन 90 से ज़्यादा हो.
मुझे लगा कंजर्वेटिव इन द सेंस थोड़ा कम.
नहीं नहीं, आई एम सेइंग दैट द कॉर्पस और
हाँ.
वट एवर द प्लान इट शुड बी मोर देन वट एवर माई कैलकुलेशन और दिस वन, क्योंकि हो सकता है कि मैं 90 से ज़्यादा जी जाऊँ,
True.
हो सकता है कि इन्फ्लेशन 6 से 7 हो जाए, हो सकता है कि 10% का रिटर्न आके 7 या 8 आ जाए. सो इट ऑलवेज माने हमको अकाउंटिंग में सिखाया है कि
Correct.
रिकॉग्नाइज ऑल योर लॉसेस बट डू नॉट एंटिसिपेट योर गेन्स.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm saying this one. So
So
be conservative.
I, like you said, हो तो बहुत कुछ सकता है, but one thing is for sure that we are all going to die, right? We're all going to die, and parents have a huge concern कि what is going to happen to their child when they are no longer there. So, what strategies can really families adopt for this long term financial planning? You've mentioned a lot already, but do you have any few last things to say to the families and to the parents around on how they should go around financial planning, or even if they are in the process of planning, what are the few things they should keep in mind?
Actually, Sakhi, this is very, very important.
Yeah.
For example, मैंने कमा लिया, मैंने फाइनेंशियल प्लान कर लिया, बट उसका कंजम्पशंस जिसको हम चाहते हैं उसे लेना वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है. दैट्स वाई द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ द एस्टेट प्लानिंग कम्स, बिकॉज अदरवाइज अगर अपने उसमें क्लियर नहीं है ना, तो बाद में फिर काफ़ी कोर्ट कचहरी ये सब के होंगे और जिनको मिलना चाहिए जिस वक्त पर वो नहीं मिल पाता. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जस्टिस डिलेड इज जस्टिस डिनाइड. आज अगर मुझे आज ज़रूरत है और मेरे पैसे हैं तो वो मेरे काम आने चाहिए. सो वन थिंग इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, जैसे अपने ने पहले बताया है कि अनफोर्सिन इवेंट्स में आपका जो हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस और टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस ले लीजिए एंड मेक श्योर दैट दिस द प्रोसीज ऑफ दिस टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस इज बीइंग डायरेक्टेड टूवर्ड्स योर फंड.
Hmm.
सो पेरेंट्स विद स्पेशल नीड्स को 3-4 चीज़ की ध्यान देनी चाहिए. पहला, आपको एक लीगल गार्जियन आइडेंटिफाई करके अपॉइंट करना चाहिए.
मतलब कोई भी फैमिली में और एनीवन फ्रॉम आउट.
देखिए टिल द चाइल्ड इज एज इज 18 यू आर द नेचुरल गार्जियन,
Hmm.
बट जैसे चाहे आप उसके गार्जियंस तो हुई, बट सपोज आपने बोला कि लाइफ इज अनसर्टेन, सो यू नीड टू हैव अ लीगल गार्जियन हु विल टेक केयर ऑफ योर चाइल्ड after you. So one is that legal guardian. Second is that you can create any sort of funds, but one thing which many people are doing is they are entrusting this through a trust structures. And if there are institutional trust or the trust which are backed by institutions, that is much better.
Why is that?
सी बहुत ही रीज़न है। एक तो देखिए ट्रस्ट फैक्टर इन अ इंस्टीट्यूशन will be much much higher than individual. Second is that I also don't know the life expectancy of that individual. People may change, institutions or
Will be the same.
back, they have their set process. They would be doing it for many people, so they would have the process etc. take care of. They would have good advisors. They would have the experts which are with them.
Hmm.
They would know, of course, their intentions should be clear, and they also would be knowing the latest laws, regulations, investments, assets, etc. And since it's in institutions, the chances of any forgery, cheating, etc. should be lower.
Yeah, that's important.
So once you have identified legal guardian, trustee, or there may be some institutions which have the facility of both legal guardian as well as trustee. Of course, your term insurance beneficiary has to be made to them, to the trust. You can have your will with a clear letter of intent that how you plan to disseminate that, or also you can have very clear guidelines. If you are clear that my trust group should run in such a fashion, in such a manner to take care of you, your child. Even after that, after your child, how much, how will be the balance or the extra amounts to be distributed. So this needs to be well thought of, and I think is that अपने पैसे कमा रहे हैं, पैसे इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, but at the same time this also needs to be done with good amount of thoughts, with good amount of urgency. And also you have to have an ecosystem where you also tend to become better, knowledgeable in this one. You may have a panel of experts, maybe your fellow guardian, maybe some institutions which are helping them, maybe some institutions who would be taking care of your child after you are not there.
And one such institution you support already, Pankajji, which is India Autism Center. So, for all the viewers who are watching, I really urge you to go check out India Autism Center and the work that we're doing to help, um, to help answer the question to parents about what is going to happen to them when they're no longer there.
Saki,
Yeah.
we do not support. In fact, we are very, very grateful for India Autism Centers. And actually, for us, India Autism Center is a purpose.
So thank you so much, Pankajji, for joining us today for this really valuable advice. We hope to make this a series because I know a lot of parents will have questions about financial planning. And like what Pankajji said, start financial planning. In fact, you were supposed to start it yesterday. You haven't started it. Start today. Today is a good time. If you have any such questions about financial planning, do leave it in the comments below, and we hope to get them answered by Pankajji himself. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. It really means a lot to us. And in the meantime, think about watching any of the videos popping on the screen. Thank you.